So this story has been making its rounds on social media about a Mzungu by the name of Mike Oliver out in Kenya. Now, they're saying that he is a notorious Mzungu and he has caused chaos on various social media platforms after he posted photos of some Kenyan women that he has slept with. Now, they say this guy, who's identified as Mike Oliver, lures Kenyan ladies that want to lust after him because of his skin color. Okay. Now, before I continue about the rest of the story, I got to see that while I was in Kenya myself. And some of them, not all, but some of them do throw themselves at the Mzungus. And you know what? And I'm telling you from what I saw, these Mzungus are dusty. They are dusty. I'm telling you, they dusty. They ain't got nothing going on. I'm telling you, they have nothing going on. And yet they go out here and throw themselves at them. And listen, but I got to tell the full story because they look at these Mzungus as, oh, they got money. Oh, so let me go try to be one of them because, man, I get access to this money. We're struggling out here because they have no safety net programs. There's no welfare and food stamps. There's no WIC. There's no Section 8. There's none of that stuff. And even Section 8 housing is luxury. It is considered luxury compared to what the poor deal with in Kenya. I got to see it with my own two eyes. So you just have that dynamic all the way around with a lot of this, okay? But according to, what they're saying, that Mike Oliver said to be based at the coast where he's doing his sex tourism. And they say the Kenya Daily Post is reliably informed that this guy is infected with HIV. And so it say at the coast, it say his behavior is well known and the slay queens, okay, which is a term that they use out there called slay queens, from the coast who hang around the hotels and beaches looking for Mzungus, avoid him like the plague since they know he's infected. Now, say according to reports, it said Mike has been going around other major towns across the country, luring Kenyan women to bed. And since Kenyan women easily fall for Mzungus, he say he has been chewing them, as they say on this report, like sugar cane. Okay. Now, there's a problem with this, complete problem with this. First and foremost, this, of course, we could say alleged, but if he's around here with HIV, there's a law in Kenya. Let me quote the law. It is the Sexual Offenses Act and the HIV Prevention and Control Act of 2006. Now, sections 26 and 24 talks about people who knowingly have HIV and they're still going to lay down with people, even if you are married. And it says that if you are arrested for that, the penalty and convicted, the penalty is 15 years minimum to life in prison. That's according to the law in Kenya. So this Mike Oliver guy is breaking the law completely and he needs to be arrested, not deported. He needs to be arrested. But something someone shared with me with this story about an exchange by one of those women with their boyfriend. They're supposed to have an engagement to get married. Let's go ahead and read that situation because I just thought that in itself, I know it's a messed up story, but I thought in itself it was quite funny. So it starts off and says, "Good morning, my king." This is on WhatsApp. He say, "Don't king me, Emma." She say, "Why you mad at me? Have I done something wrong?" Say, "No, you've done something which deserves a trophy." He say, "Paul, please pick up my calls. Have no idea." She's speaking in Swahili there, right? So he posted that picture. He said, "That you and your father?" He said, "My God, where'd you get this?" He said, "I got it from your ancestors." That's funny. He said, "Please, babe, this is Photoshop. They want to ruin our wedding." He said, "Hi, Photoshop?" He said, "After all I sacrificed for you." He said, "Dear, I swear this is Photoshop. Please pick up my calls, Paul. Don't do this to me, Paul. I love you. I don't about him. Someone that wants to destroy our relationship. I'm on my way to your house, Paul." He said, "Have already called the bishop and the wedding is canceled." He said, "I have nothing against you, Muthoni." He said, "I wish you better life, all the best." He said, okay. She says, "No, please don't do this to me. Just because of rumors, Photoshop. Paul, please, darling, don't do this to me." He said, "Kindly don't darling me. you can go and doll in your Mzungu. Oh, brother ain't playing. He said, Emma, after educating you, finding a good job for your brother and sister, and all I spent on on medical bills for your late father, and this is how you pay back? Oh, brother Paul going in. Hey, brother Paul, get yourself tested, brother, because you laying down that Mzungu. Get yourself tested, please, brother. Get yourself tested. And if anybody else is fooling with him, and you know your girlfriend was fooling with him, get yourself tested, because that's the package. I'm laughing because brother going in, but also I would say to brothers, you don't do too much for a woman. You're doing too much too soon for her. Listen, brother, you don't be paying for no school. You don't be paying for her parents or none of that crap. That happens later on into the marriage. I mean, after she kind of proved herself to be a good wife and the family is a good family or whatever, it's different levels to that what you give as a man. And you was giving up too quick, too soon. And in America, we would say you was kind of simping with her, big time simping. Like what I look like dating a woman and putting her through school? Dating? Oh no. I say, well, they was engaged to be married. I'm not putting you through school at that point. No, it's levels to what you get out of me based on the length of time. Even like on your job, you don't get the max vacation as soon as you come in. No, it's levels to that. It's the same thing in relationships. It's levels to that. So y'all have to stop throwing yourselves at these Mzungus, man. Y'all have to stop doing that. They got black American brothers coming in. Hey, y'all can go be with those brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of those brothers love to be with some of y'all. And some of them pictures that I saw on that article, I'm like, oh my God, why, sis? Why? But like I said, I saw it with my own two eyes, and I'm bringing this story back up again. I was standing there at the pool at the hotel. It was me, my wife, African Tigress, and Keller. We was right there. They had this young Kenyan sister that was right there in the pool. They had this Mzungu. I mean, this dude, look, he can be like old enough to be her grandfather. It's Mzungu trying to run up on her or whatever. Now, you going to try to do that mess in front of me? So I just started looking at her. On my peripheral, and I started to turn and look. And then I'm like, what is she doing? This young sister, I'm like, why? I just kept staring, shaking my head. So I told my wife, said, look, if I'm about to give her some shillings myself, just to get away from. I'm saying, hey, come sit over here with us at this table and let's just talk. I'll give you some money. I was about that close to give her some money to come do it. You get what I'm saying? So I just kept staring at her and I stared at him. And I just intently did it. And it's like he got the message real quick, like, nah, I better move around. So he kind of scurried and he left when he caught me just staring at him. Like I really, you know how he was feeling that black American energy. You know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, that energy that come from black Americans. They know real quick that who we are when they're there. It's the same thing that happened in Kibera. When I told that story that happened, you had the Mzungu females walking through Kibera, which is a slum, looking at black people and taking pictures of black people like they in some sort of zoo. And I saw that and I just started staring at them. And boy, when they saw me, they kind of like, their eyes got shook. And they just kept staring like, oh my, where he come from? And the African Tigers would say like, why they kept looking at you like that? Like they were like shocked to see you. Like they know you? Like no. I said, but they know I'm not Kenyan. They know I got that black American energy with me, and they know I'm not the one. You get what I'm saying? I'm not smiling in their face. They don't impress me like that. And they're afraid of diaspora and Africans coming back to the continent and teaching that and bringing that same energy, because that energy is contagious. It's very contagious. And they want to go over there and do all this mess that this Mike Oliver guy is doing. That's what they want to continue to do. But whether they like it or not, we coming back. We returning. And we going to teach that same energy that we got from America over here, because we are battle-tested warriors, and we're going to teach that same spirit there, whether they like it or not. Because, of course, you got your shucking and jiving ones over there. Of course. But as many of them that want to take a stand, many of them are sick and tired of, the white supremacy, the Chinese and anything else. They want to take their continent back. And that's the people that I speak to. That's people that I want to reach out to. But leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think about the situation, in Kenya. Kenyans, brothers, Kenyan sisters who are not on this mess. Check your family members. Don't let them be out there with these Mzungus at these hotels. Check them. Let them know that's not the way to be, because they may get something that they're not going to come back from.